Hey, everybody. I'm so
Hello.
excited. Okay, so here's why I'm excited. First of all, y'all, you ever get overstimulated? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I've had my toddler all day. I thought, I'm gonna let her stay out of school. Don't do that. Don't do that. I am putting on some instant puffiness reducer to help me. Help me today, y'all. Ellie is cluster feeding every night for like a week. It's been so great. Mama's tired. Okay. And then I had a really bad thought this morning. It was called letting your toddler stay home from school. That was a bad thought. Okay. I'm fixing it, fixing my brain. All right. Okay. So I said everybody that got on tonight gets a prize from me. So let me write y'all's names down. And I'm just going to put meeting prize so y'all know what that is. Everybody on here got their wholesale prizes from last month. Do you love them? Like, Mary Kay prizes are kind of my favorite. Like stuff that has Mary Kay's logo on it that I can carry, and you know what I'm saying? Like that is one of my favorites. The other favorite of mine is business like essentials, like stuff I can use in my business, like postcards and cute little sample card inserts, whatever. And then of course, product. I love getting stuff early. So let's see, Tracy. Are y'all excited? I'm thinking if you're willing to wait 5 seconds and let me go out to my car, at the end, now who can be my reminder person? At the end, before we get off, I will stop the recording and show you guys the new product. But y'all got to remind me, okay? Because I will forget. And then you'll be like, I thought she was going to show me the new product. I'm like, oh, girl, now I'm naked. Sorry. When I say naked, it's mostly because I want boob out every 2 minutes, So exciting. The new mom stuff. Okay. Well, y'all, I just wanted to get on here real fast and share a couple videos actually. First video is only a minute and some change. So here we go. Can y'all see? Yes? Okay. Okay, so who knew to get their hair to blow in the wind, they use the leaf blower? I'll just say it. Y'all, I'm so excited about these new red jackets. And you guys, did you know that you can get them for free? Did you know? Okay. So you get, if you're a star consultant, okay. So if you're consistently doing your 600, you will be a star. Like it adds up to be your star. Okay. And if you're a star consultant this quarter and next quarter, maybe it's just this quarter. Trey. So this quarter, star consultant, and I think it's qualified recruits, like 3 or 5. I can't remember, but they will give you your jacket for free. Okay, that is a $100 jacket. Not to mention, you guys are going to get bonuses on those qualified recruits. Okay, commission on those recruits. So you're going to get something in the mail from me, most likely about earning your pearls. Okay, because if you have never earned your pearls, you can still earn those. Okay, so it's pearl earrings if you do 3 shares with me, pearl bracelet for 3 more shares, and then for your first recruit, you get a necklace. Okay, so which usually if you do 6 sharing appointments with me, my average is 1 in 3 sign up. Okay, 1 in 3 sign up. So if we have 6 people sit across from me for coffee, you guys, you're going to get 2 recruits out of that. Okay, so I'm just saying. But don't get discouraged if we do 6 and we don't get any recruits. Okay, here's why. I'm trying to open this stupid pack of cards. Let me see. Finally, I've been working on it the whole time we've been on. So for 8 minutes, I'm trying to open up a pack of cards. Improvise. Okay. Well, the truth is, when you have a deck of cards, how many face cards are there? King, queen, and jack, right? Ace, we don't count. Okay. And if you shuffle them up, all right. This one's a yes on the spot. No. Yes. Okay. Do y'all see that? It's the law of average. It's not necessarily that, you're going to do 6. You might do 6 in a row. I don't really know if this is going to be, that's 3, 4 in a row, 5 no's, 6 no's, 7 no's, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got a no, 16. We got a yes. But did you see in the first couple, we got 2 yeses, right? Isn't that true? Like we got 2 yeses in the first few, okay? And then we went through a lot of no's and then we got another yes, okay? But if you average it out, it's going to seem like it sucks for those. If you have a spree of no's, like that happens, okay? I remember Holly was building her Cadillac, her first Cadillac, and she did 48 sharing appointments, and they were all no's back to back. But then she got 10 yeses right after that, back to back. How crazy was that? So I say that to say it's okay if people say no. It is going to happen. Just simply be willing to be the willing vessel and ask if they'll be willing to listen. Okay. So this next video I'm going to share Makes my heart like literally clench. So y'all hold on tight, okay? This is why that leadership.
Always say that Ryan inherited his father's business sense, and more important, his grandmother's heart.
Since he was about 3, he's been saying, one of these days I'm going to be president of Mary Kay Cosmetics. I think that would be a very great idea.
My son Ryan, third generation Mary Kay culture, took a page from his grandmother's book of life.
I know that you're going to carry on this tradition, even when I'm not here anymore. I know it's going to happen.
And I can tell she took great comfort knowing that the two people she always wanted to work for her dream company were right where she wanted them to be.
And I guess that's what this is all about, isn't it? To have the love of the people that you love the most.
All of us in the Mary Kay family share a legacy that we can be proud of. I ask you to do the same. Just pass it on. It's the Mary Kay way.
Now, please welcome Chief Executive Officer and Mary Kay's grandson, Ryan Rogers.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I want you to know that I am so deeply humbled to be taking on the role of Chief Executive Officer of Mary Kay, Inc. It truly honors me to have the opportunity to follow in the footsteps of the 3 greatest leaders this company has ever had. First on that list, of course, the incomparable my grandmother, Mary Kay Ash. Next, of course, my father and her co-founder, Richard Rogers. And finally, but certainly not least, David Hull. And I want you to know I wish David nothing but the very best as he transitions into a role that will allow him to spend more time with his daughters and his recently arrived granddaughter. David's legacy of growing this company to new heights that were never imaginable in both the US and internationally will always leave an enduring impact on this great company. But don't you worry, David isn't going too far, as he has agreed to stay on the board of directors and serve as our chairman. And although David is not in attendance today, let's give him one final standing ovation to show our appreciation for his outstanding leadership. So, I was taking my daughter to school the other day, and Everly asked me, Dad, how old was Mary Kay when she started the company? So I kind of did the math in my head and determined the answer. And of course, you can all Google it, but I'm going to stick with her guidance on this because she used to say, a woman that will tell her age will tell you anything. But in answering my daughter, that's when it hit me. I'm about the same age Mary Kay was when she started her dream company for women. So I got to the office where I had like Excel, and I dug a little deeper and I determined this. Would you believe that when I officially became the CEO of her company, I was exactly 29 days older than she was when she founded the company back in 1963. And she served as CEO for 33 years, so I might be able to have a good little run here. Anyway, all of those shoes are impossible to fill, but I will promise you this. I will give it my very best, and things will be done the Mary Kay way. So I mentioned it at seminar last year, and it was actually in the video, how much it must have warmed her heart to know back in 2001, before she passed away, that both of the people she so dearly wanted to be working at her company were home again, so to speak, that being my father and myself. And I had no idea at the time, and at the time, I mean at seminar, that this was how it was going to play out. But I knew in my heart that grandmother Mary Kay has a smile on her face in heaven. She always somehow knew that this was a part of my destiny, and she knew all of us would be up to the task. As long as we stay true to her time-tested values, and all of us enthusiastically try our hardest, we are destined for success. Because from the beginning, Mary Kay Ash truly believed that her company was blessed by a higher power, because our mission has a higher purpose: to enrich women's lives, and that mission will never change. So since 1985, this company has been a family-owned business, and now once again, it is a family-managed one. And I want to thank my family for supporting me in this expanded role. And not just my wife, Malia, and my daughter, Everly, but all of my siblings and cousins who are also stakeholders in the family business. And I want you to know how deeply Mary Kay's family cares about the legacy of Mary Kay Ash and the mission of this company to enrich lives all over the world. Well, when the announcement was made in November, David told me things will be different. And on the day it was in the newspapers and on social media, I was at a luncheon that I had previously committed to attend. And when it was over, people I didn't even know came up to me and introduced themselves and offered their congratulations and good luck. And when I returned to the Mary Kay building that afternoon, I will never forget my first elevator ride. One of our employees asked me, "So are you the kind of guy we can talk to in the elevator, or is that weird?" First elevator ride. Well, of course, I laughed and told her that she was always welcome to come talk with me if she ever needed to talk with me. But you all are leaders too, so you know what to expect, especially our national sales directors who have worked their way to the very top. They know it's different when you get there. It's different when you have that level of responsibility to lead, to be an example for others to follow. Well, I'm sure all of our nationals have been approached by people they don't know for words of advice, words of encouragement, words of inspiration. But I recently watched a Mary Kay speech where she imparted some wisdom about the difference between words and actions. She made the point that what you hear is nowhere near as important as what you see. That telling someone how to do something is not nearly as effective as showing them the way. You see, Mary Kay believed there was only one way to lead: by example. And that is what she expected of every single one of you, especially those of you at the top. Well, Tracy Giese, our Director of Salesforce Education, was giving a presentation just a few months ago, and she mentioned how Mary Kay taught her sales directors to put their new unit members in their hip pockets so they could show them by example how to conduct a Mary Kay business. Well, these last few years have made doing that a lot more challenging, to say the least. But you get the point. If you aren't getting the results you want from your business and your team, ask yourself this: are you showing them how to do things, or just asking them? Well, Mary Kay herself believed there is only one style of leadership that was truly effective, showing your team the way. Now, I must say, I have to absolutely congratulate all of you for your leadership and the success we had late last year, because you all definitely showed us something in the fourth quarter of last year. Rocktober exceeded our highest expectation as you showed us your incredible team building skills. Govember was also a big hit as you showed us what you could do with our products for holiday selling. And then the big one that Nathan talked about, December, when you all rocked our world and showed us a single day company record for orders and sales.
Okay. So he's got like a whole nother 5 minutes, but I want to touch on his talking about showing rather than just training. Okay. I mean, that's kind of what he's talking about as for directors, like showing you guys how to do parties, showing you instead of just like, here's the information, go do it. You know what I'm saying? And I know I do a debut party when y'all first come in and all of that. So I wanted to do a promotion at the end of the month for you guys who push, because I know a lot of y'all push and then all of that. So at the end of the month, this month, I'm doing beauty and brunch. Okay, beauty and brunch. So what this entails is basically, I am going to get into your VIP group and I'm going to treat it like a party and I'm going to treat you like the hostess. Okay. Because I think it's the best way to show you how to do a color party virtual. Okay. Y'all get what I'm saying? So in order to earn it, okay, I do want you guys to earn it. You finished 1,000 wholesale this month. All right. I cover for your party. I'm going to mail them, each girl who's willing to give their information and hop on the live just like a normal party on Facebook. They are going to get a sample pack of makeup. Okay. They will get a TimeWise 3D strip because we'll do quick skincare just like I would at a face, like a color in person. So we'll do cleanser, eye cream, and then day cream. Okay. And so they'll get that in there. They'll get a color card with 3 eyeshadows, a blush, and a lipstick, all the applicators. They'll get a mini eye makeup, or excuse me, a mini mascara and a mini eyeliner, lip liner. They're going to get foundation primer and they're going to get CC cream. Okay. They're literally getting a full face of makeup sample pack in the mail for me. Okay. Now I'm going to work it full circle. Okay. So I'm going to hop in your group. I'm going to schedule all the posts. All the hostess has ever been responsible for is sending out a text and getting an address and some information about her skin and obviously skin tone, okay, and eye color, which you'll get a script for all of that, just like I would a normal hostess. I literally send you the script, you copy, paste, and send it to the people in your group. Is this making sense? So on top of that, you're also going to get a gift card from me for your favorite brunch or breakfast place. Okay. So you get a gift card and I'm doing a party for you and covering all the sample costs and shipping costs. And I'm doing like an hour session or whatever, however long it takes to do your full party. Okay. So how to earn all of that is to finish your 1,000 wholesale. Okay. Hustle, y'all. Y'all know how to sell product. My unit. Okay. When you look at Holly Lowe's area, okay, we sell the most product individually. Okay. When you look at our unit size and you look at our average wholesale, we are sellers. That is who we are. That's what I've taught you guys. Y'all know how to go sell product. You know how to go sell product, like whether you're taking a basket to work and selling it, whether you're doing appointments, like y'all are some sellers. Okay. So I believe that every girl in our unit can do 1,000 wholesale. Like whether you have $80 in, like I know y'all can. It doesn't matter because we can sell product like crazy. And you guys, we still have a whole week to do so. Okay. You have a whole week. The last day of the month is literally a week from now. So y'all have plenty of time to do this. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited. And then I cannot wait to order all the samples. And of course, once you earn it, that's where I will go ahead and text you and we'll go ahead and schedule the date that you want me to go live in your group. Okay. And we'll go from there. Are y'all so excited about your brunch and breakfast or beauty and brunch? I'm sorry, I don't even know my own promo. But they're gonna get the cutest mailers, y'all. I bought specific bubble mailers for them. Like, I'm so excited, y'all. I hope y'all are. I wanted to talk about it on Voxer, but I was like, no, like they've got to know about it on the meeting. So I have these super cute bubble mailers that I'm gonna put everything in because it is a lot of samples and I want to make sure it all look how adorable. They're like holographic or whatever it's called. Holo silver. So they're gonna be like standing out in the mail. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put cute stickers on it. It's gonna be so fabulous. So y'all get ready because I'm gonna teach them. For one, take care of your skin, wash your face. Okay. 2, they're gonna know how to do full face of makeup. They're gonna try it while I'm on Facebook Live and I'm walking them through their samples. They're gonna be like full face of makeup and they're gonna spend money with y'all. Okay, lots of money. Are y'all so excited? You have got to be like promoting this in your groups. Okay. So what's going to happen is, if you text me, I'm committed to my 1,000. Okay. So that way I can go ahead and send you pick collage flyers to promote all of this in your groups until time for the party. Does that make sense? So I will go ahead and create pick collages for your parties to just promote, okay? Not a specific date, just like I'm so excited. My director is going to be in our group and she's going to share makeup tips and walk you through. I need everybody's address for the samples. Like, I'm so excited, okay? So just like all kinds of promoting. Does that make sense? You can also post this on your regular Facebook page and say, OMG, have you ever wanted a big package of makeup samples that were customized for you sent to you in the mail for free? You've got to be in my VIP group. You know what I'm saying? And it gets people to join. Are y'all excited? I hope you are, because I am like stoked to do this for you guys. So aside from that, beauty and brunch, I'm ready. Okay. I'm so ready. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share with y'all, here's my notes. National Sales Director Kay Driggers. Okay. Kay Driggers. She had her final leadership conference. And I'm so sad because she is from Columbia, South Carolina. She's lived all over the place. Her husband is prior service. He was he's a veteran. He served and she moved everywhere. She's lived in Germany, all over the place. Well, she is retiring this year. And so she had her final speech and all of that at leadership. And it was just like, it was just really like sentimental. Like, I don't cry, over people retiring and stuff. Like, I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty normal. It's part of life, But she's one of those women who I believe have truly impacted me in my entire career. Okay. Like I'll probably write her a letter and like mail it to her because she really has. When May Race, okay, my first May Race, she was doing a conference with Holly And she spoke, and I remember her saying, Mary Kay needs a national like me. And that's what she kept saying to herself to get to national. She kept like, that was her affirmation every day, was Mary Kay needs a national like me. Mary Kay needs a national like me. Well, I took that, and this is before like I had ever gone on Target for a car. I think I went on Target for car accidentally, and that was my first event on Target. For real, when I say accidentally, like I just got 5 girls active and I didn't know what was happening. Okay. So I showed up at this event, and I was kind of hesitant to thinking about being a director, because really the truth is, I come from a very realistic family where, you know, um, working for yourself in a direct sales company is really just like the mom job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really thought of this as a business until that event. And it was all from her words, her speech. And had she not worked as hard as she did to get to national, I would have never heard any of this. And I don't know that I would be where I'm at today had Kay Jurgers not been at that event speaking. She was a girl who where's all my sticky notes? She has sticky notes all over her house. She would train and talk about how she trashed her house with sticky notes with affirmations all over them. Well, sticky notes are my jam. And if they're usually, I have them like everywhere. And Trey's like, oh, it is going down, because anytime I trash the house with sticky notes, like my head is clear and I know exactly what I'm doing. These are from my prayer closet, but I mean, it is just, she's wonderful. Okay. And I don't remember where, maybe this was May race last year. Maybe. Or maybe I know she trained, Holly had her come in and do like a pre-pink training or something like that. And I took notes from it. And so she gave us 7 tips. I think it's 7 tips of building your hope. And I want to share those with y'all. Okay. So she said she is as a Mary Kay woman, she gave me hope, and she talks about giving others hope. And that's our job, is we give women hope. Okay. Hope, dreams, and confidence. Because I mean, sometimes women, y'all, we might be blessed to have a job, to not have to stress over food, I'm at a place in my life where I caught myself earlier. Trey's grandma gave us some diapers, which is, I am so grateful somebody gave us some diapers. Okay. Cause you know how diapers are, like they're expensive. We go through them like crazy. But these diapers, y'all, I feel like I really just might as well not even put anything on the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time she would have one of those diapers on, when she would poop, which she poops like every 3 hours, okay, it would blow out. And then I'm scrubbing the dang outfit with Dawn, okay, so that we don't got to throw the clothes away, okay. I finally told Trey, I said, I'm throwing these diapers away. I'm over it, okay. But there was a point in my life 4 years ago, I would have never threw diapers away, ever. You know what I'm saying? But it was a mindset where I was like, I would rather work more, spend the money, go get the dang diapers that don't blow out. Like, I would just rather do that than use these. So it's a mindset, because you're either at a scarcity mindset or an abundance mindset. Do you get what I'm saying? And not every woman understands or will ever understand an abundance mindset. And our business gives that to women, because our income, like I said last week, our income is unlimited. So your mindset changes when it comes to your finances, or when it comes to, are you living in lack or abundance? You know what I'm saying? So, and I am trying to really kind of grasp that a lot. And I think I struggled a lot with that because I've always been taught like you be humble, and all of that is good. Not to say that you can't live an abundant life and be humble at the same time. And also notice when you're living in a scarcity mentality. Okay? Does that make sense? Maybe? Okay. All right, so let's talk about building your hope. Okay, so number 1, she said to recharge your batteries. Recharge your batteries. She said, you can't build your own hope unless you are recharging your batteries. You guys, what drains you? What drains you? I have all of these scriptures out. They're literally scriptures that I wrote on sticky notes from this specific training. Okay. So recharge your batteries. And she refers to Isaiah 40:31. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Y'all, we have to go and get in our quiet time to recharge our batteries. We have to. When you're feeling weak, okay, when your head feels wonky, when you don't feel like you can really run, like in your greatness, it's because you're lacking in your recharging with Jesus. You get what I'm saying? Go get in your quiet time. Go get in your quiet time. Recharge your batteries. How can you go and do a facial with somebody and pour into her, just like making her feel more comfortable, confident, beautiful? How can you do that if you're not recharging your own batteries? It's like you're trying to pour from an empty cup. We can't do it, right? And I'm learning when going from one child to 2 children that I have to make sure that I recharge my batteries. I have to, because y'all, the battery be on E when you wake up. Okay. You be thinking you full when you wake up, but you're not. I'm not. Okay. So I'm having to recharge a lot more than expected. Okay. You know what I mean? So go do that. Okay. Number 2, raise your expectations. Raise your expectations. Now, this one, she refers to Matthew 19:26. 19:26. And she says, Jesus looked at them and said, with man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. He didn't say, oh, yeah, well, being a top trip director is not really in the cards for you. Actually, he said, no, all things are possible. Okay. Being in a red jacket, earning a Mary Kay car, becoming a sales director, opening up a foundation for your niece. All things are possible. With you, just by yourself, it's impossible. But when you take God as your business partner, you need to raise your expectations, girlfriend. Okay. Number 3, get rid of the rear view mirror. Y'all know when you look up at the rear view mirror and it's making you look in the past, get rid of it. Okay. Philippians 3:13. I will find it. Here it is. And I think I added 14 to it because it was good. So Philippians 3:13 through 14. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have hold of it, But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on towards the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. Stop looking in the past. Stop dwelling over what you didn't do. Okay, and focus on what you can do. What can you do going forward? Stop looking in your rearview mirror. And number 4, play to your strengths. Play to your strengths. Where is this one? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a big one. Romans 12:6. Romans 12:6. And I put 6-8 because it was good. Okay. Well, you know how you get in the scripture and you're like, oh, why should I include that one? I'm just saying. Okay, so Romans 12:6-8. We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance to your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is to lead, do it diligently. And if it is to show mercy, then do it cheerfully. Y'all, play in your strength. What are you good at? Have you ever done the Strength Finder test? Y'all, I'm good at competition. I thrive in it. But I had to learn not to look to the left and the right and to stay in competition with myself. The whole time I was at leadership, if you look at there's right in the beginning, okay, when I earned the little thing where we go through the NSD suite, I think I had posted pictures. It was me and 4 other directors. That was the only time I was with any of the directors. And here's why. Because I'm not where I want to be yet. And I'm kind of pissed off at my results. Just being honest, because I'm competitive, y'all. And I knew that if I hung out with all of them, I would spend the entire trip comparing myself to them. You know why? Because I'm competitive. And if somebody's beating me, I'm mad. And then I'm going to look at her and see what she's doing. And I'm going to look at me and see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to try to compare. I know myself. So I kept to myself. I focused on the training. I focused on what I needed to go do. One of my top 5 strengths is strategy and focus. So I knew that I needed to live in my strength at leadership. Because if I went and did whatever with all of them, I would have been a hot friggin' mess coming home from leadership. Y'all know yourself and play in your strengths. And it doesn't matter it didn't matter that I didn't hang out with all of them. You know what I mean? Like, and they didn't take it offensively. And it's not that I don't love them, I do. But I didn't want to compare all weekend or all week. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't live there. So you got to live in your strengths, y'all. Play in your strengths. Okay. Number 5, refuse to go at it alone. Refuse to go at it alone. Ephesians 4:9-10. What does he ascended mean, except that he also descended to the lower earthly regions? He who descended is the very one who ascended higher than all the heavens in order to fill the whole universe. Y'all, you've got to spend time with God. Do not do it alone. You have got to take God as your business partner. Refuse to go at it alone. He ascended, he descended, meaning he went up to heaven. He came down, he went up, whatever. He rose from the dead. Okay, that's what this is talking about. And it is so confusing, this daggum scripture right here. Because I remember looking at this one and I was like, I'm sorry, what? Did y'all hear that whenever I was reading it? But he also accepted. So he ascended higher than all the heavens in order to fill the whole universe. You guys, when you take God as your business partner, he literally comes in, he knows, okay, first of all, he knows every single woman that is going to be in my unit for the next year. He already knows that. When I take him as my business partner, he guides and leads me to them. Do you know that? He does the same for you. Okay. And so your next customer, your next team member, if you take him as your business partner and you pray and you talk to him, Lord, I'm looking for my next recruit. Lead me to her. Lord, I'm looking for my next customer. Lead me to her. And if she's not my next recruit, Lord, humble me to still love on her. And I pray that she'll be my customer forever. Do you get what I'm saying? Y'all, those conversations matter. They matter. Okay, number 6. Replace burnout with balance. Replace burnout with balance. Psalms 139:3. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Y'all, it all goes out to Jesus. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all of my ways. You can't be burned out if you're spending time with God. You won't be. You will feel balanced because he knows you. And your routine is not going to really matter. Because if you're spending time with God and you're praying the right things and you're being diligent with your time, you guys, he's going to fill all of those voids and he's going to send you the results. Because why? Because you're spending time with him. That's all he asks of us. Last week I was feeling like wonky, okay? And Holly literally for our coaching session told me to go take a nap. Okay, because I think I had not slept with Ellie. And she was like, I can't even talk Mary Kay to you until you go rest. Like you've got to go rest. And I was like, okay. So I rested and she said, I know that you feel guilty because you haven't done this and you haven't done that. She said, but Nikki, you just had a baby like 5 weeks ago. And this was like last week. And I was like, yeah, so because I'm very like, okay, that's an excuse. Like I can go work, you know? And she said, I need you to give yourself grace and remember that God just wants time with you. He didn't say it needs to look like XYZ. He never said that you need to spend an hour in your prayer closet or do 30 minutes of reading. He never said any of that. He said, just spend time with me. So if that means that you just turned on some gospel music and sung it out loud and danced around with your kids, like that can be you spending time with God. If that's all you can do right now, then that's what you do. And I'm so grateful that I have a leader that would tell me that, because my overachiever self feels like, am I putting in enough? Am I doing enough? Am I enough? And then I start to realize how many limiting beliefs I have about myself. LBS, limiting beliefs. I'm trying to drop the pounds, y'all. Okay? I'm trying to drop the pounds. So my question is, y'all, where are you burnt out? And where can you find balance? Number 7, play great defense. Play great defense. And she talks about Ephesians 6:10-11. For some reason, I didn't write this one down. phone at? Y'all have no idea how many times a day that I lose my cell phone. And me and Shanna have been doing tax stuff in my office, and there's stuff everywhere. I'm gonna look it up. Ephesians 6. I wonder if it's written on a bigger note than what I got right here. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. You guys play great defense. And I love this scripture. I think I actually printed out the armor. I know I did. Where did I put it? Oh, it's on my clipboard. Hold on. Here it is. I printed this and I will be happy to mail it to you three with your prize. Okay. So Ephesians 6, 10 and 11 talks about putting on your armor against the devil's schemes. And Kay had said number 7 was play great defense. Okay. So spiritual warfare is a real thing. Okay. It is a real thing. I know it sounds, mythological, but it's not. Okay. Satan messes with us. Would you agree? He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Period. So the helmet of salvation. The enemy wants you to doubt God, Jesus, your salvation. Okay? Protect your mind. Put on your helmet. Protect your mind. Y'all, this means those limiting beliefs that you have about yourself not being good enough, not being pretty enough, not being worthy, that is not from God. That is Satan messing with you. And you've got to really work on your mind. You've got to. And this is what my biggest takeaway from leadership was. Because I wouldn't struggle with comparison if my head was in a right place, had I not been listening to everything that Satan is putting in. You don't realize how much different things impact you, but they do, y'all. The Netflix series you're watching is impacting you. It is. It really, really is. It is. I want you to really think about the whole entire series. What is it doing? Whatever it is. What's the gist of that whole show? It's bothering you? Y'all, then you're going to put your breastplate of righteousness. Satan attacks our hearts, emotions, our self-worth, our trust. He accuses us of being guilty and unworthy. Right here, your heart. Put on your breastplate of righteousness. You now take your shield of faith. The enemy attacks with insults, setbacks, and temptation. Y'all, the shield of faith protects us from fiery arrows and clings to hope in Christ. Yeah, you might have a setback, but that doesn't mean God is done, right? Spread the good news. Put on your boots. Okay, put on your boots. The enemy wants us to think that telling others the good news is worthless and hopeless task. When we go do an appointment, we are literally walking vessels for God. Do y'all get that? You are a walking vessel, a willing vessel to plant hope, dreams, confidence, hope that God is real, hope that He provides. Y'all, when we put God first, family second, career third, when somebody comes into Mary Kay and they come in here and they hear the helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, the Holy Bible, the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit, the belt of the truth, and their boots, like putting on the armor of God, they're literally hearing scriptures in a Mary Kay training. It ain't all about lipstick, y'all. We are literally willing vessels to sharing the gospel. You get that? Through lipstick. So exciting. So, absolutely, Satan's going to mess with you. He's totally messing with me. Oh, you wanted to build your unit up to 100? Oh, that's 100 people to go to heaven? Like, no, we can't be having that. When women come into the world, when women come into Mary Kay world, okay, and they don't know Jesus, a lot of times they get saved at our meetings, at our events. I've seen it happen with my 2 eyes. Y'all, that's huge. So put on your belt of truth. Satan fights with lies. Only believers have God's truth. And this is huge. Have the sword of the Spirit. So this protects from lies. When tempted, trust in the Lord of God's word, our Holy Bible, the sword of the Spirit. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, it's literally beautiful. Okay. So Kay says to play great defense. Play great defense. Because when you're doing the work in Mary Kay, you are doing God's work. And Satan is going to come attack. So if you're spending time with God and you're putting on your truth and your shield of faith and your breastplate of righteousness and your helmet of salvation, you guys, there's nothing he can do to stop us. So build your hope, but build it on the right foundation. And y'all focus and work. It is good to work. Work is mentioned 364 times in the Bible. And in this day and age, work sounds like a bad word, but it's actually good. It produces harvest. And that's what God calls us to do. Okay. All right, y'all. I know that's real deep. It was good. Okay, so y'all, I'm going to stop the recording and let y'all share your takeaways, okay?